your game driver through today's safari through Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, if you look just above your heads, you're going to see an animal spotting guide that'll help you identify the animals you may see on the reserve today. Also, if you're taking photos or video, please have your cameras out and ready at all times. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stop for all of the animals, but I will do my very best. And please hold on to any loose items, and if anything falls in the ride path, I will not be able to stop to pick them up. And please stay seated for me this entire journey through, just for your safety. Alright, we're going to start by entering the Little Achuri Forest. So keep your eyes open and peeled. These animals blend in very well with their surroundings. And right off the bat, I see an animal there with striped legs, a white face. That is an okapi. Okapi are very shy and reclusive animals.
Oh yeah.
The other animal there with a yellow patch on its back is called a yellow-backed diker. Diker means diver in Afrikaans, and it refers to how they dive into the dense underbrush when they're startled. And that okapi there, you see his striped legs, may remind you of a zebra, but their closest relative is actually a giraffe. We are going to be circling around this watering hole here. Watering holes are great gathering places for animals. Great place to get a drink of water, maybe cool down from the hot sun. And we are in luck today. Look over to your left, you'll see a black rhino.
Oh wow.
Oh, and I got bird. Sit down. Black rhinos can weigh 2,000 to 3,000 pounds. They can also charge at a speed of 35 miles per hour. Sadly, after many years of poaching, there are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the world.
Down to the picture, there's like a little drop in the front. That, yeah. Back and forth.
Coming up on your left, you'll see a reddish-brown animal. That is a bongo. And the one with the lighter brown coat, that's a greater kudu. Greater kudu are the second tallest antelope in Africa. And those bongo in the back there are also known as a ghost of the forest.
And another one.
They have horns that lean backwards, helps them move quickly through the underbrush. Now, it's usually pretty tricky to find these animals up here, but I think we did a pretty good job. So we are going to keep moving to see what other animals we can find. We're going to head down to the Safi River, where we can almost always find some hippos. Just here, this one under the water. Hippos are born at 85 pounds. Male hippos can tip the scale at over 5,500 pounds.
Disney ducks, yeah.
There's some more on your left. Now, hippos spend most of their day underwater. It keeps their bodies cool. They can also hold their breath for 8 minutes at a time. Now, these big white birds on your left are called pink-backed pelicans. They get their pink color during the mating season. They can also nest in groups of 20 to 500 pairs.
Yep, that's where the extra special tour
Coming up on
goes.
your left, you'll see some Nile crocodiles. Crocodiles can reach 20 feet in length, and their jaws contain 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, crushing the bones of their prey. Now, crocodiles can run about 10 miles per hour on land. This truck only goes about 8, ecosystem here, where we can find many different kinds of animals. And coming up on your right is something different. This here is a baobab tree. It is also known as an upside down tree. It can store thousands of gallons of water in its trunks and go leafless about 9 months out of the year. Now this is one of the most beautiful views of the entire reserve. It's called the Serengeti Grasslands. It stretches for hundreds of miles across Africa and home to thousands of migratory animals. It's also home to some of my favorite animals, like giraffes and elephants.
I'm not sure, but it's somewhere else about cheetah.
These giraffe here are called Maasai giraffe. You can tell
the
they're
little one's
Maasai
getting
giraffe
big,
by the
isn't it?
messy pattern they have
Oh
on their
yeah,
hides.
cool. Very cool.
Now
I've
giraffes
never
can
seen
reach
them do
20 feet
that.
tall, and those babies you see there are actually born at 6 feet tall. Giraffes also eat 16 to 20 hours of their day. Now this landscape that you're viewing here is actually created by the animals. Every animal has a job, and when the animal does their job, it creates a balanced ecosystem. When an ecosystem is balanced, that means there should be enough food for everybody. This is part of the wild Africa we're trying so hard to preserve here at Harambe. These tall cones of earth here are called termite mounds. They're as hard as concrete. Elephants like to use them as scratching posts.
Oh, look at it standing.
There are 7 different kinds of giraffe in the world. This is just one of them.
Oh, very nice.
I see lots of animals ahead. So there's some animals on your right. One has a grayish color. Those are white bearded wildebeest. Their name literally means wild beast. They have the largest migrating pattern in the world. And the other animal up on the right, they're brownish color. Those are sable antelope. Now right here on your left, this is a very close-up view of Ankole cattle. They have these huge, beautiful white horns. Their horns can reach 6 feet in length.
When you're sitting up.
And although they look pretty heavy, they're actually not. Inside of their horns is a honeycomb structure. It acts as a cooling system and disperses excess body heat. Now those sable antelope in the distance are the emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Those horns can reach 5 feet in length, and they use their horns as protection or to spar off against each other. And those sables actually get darker as they get older. We are going to be approaching Monkey Point and then heading towards Elephant Country. you'll see a mandrill. They have red and blue markings on their faces. Male mandrills have them on their bottoms. Females are also much smaller. A group of mandrills is called a troop. Seems like the road is closed. I guess we'll just have to take a detour. Hopefully this road doesn't take us too far from the elephants we're trying to go see. We're just gonna keep our fingers crossed. Oh no. This looks like an old rickety bridge. It seems kind of dangerous. But there's no turning back now, so we're going to go ahead and cross it. That doesn't sound good. Oh no! Area beach to your right, lead to your right! Oh man, is everybody okay? We still got everybody here? Let's get off this bridge. Woo, what a relief. So glad we were able to make it. No, we couldn't see these elephants up ahead. Now, if you look in this clay here, you're going to see footprints and tusk marks. Elephants eat the red clay to get beneficial vitamins and minerals they don't normally get from their diet. I definitely see some elephants up ahead. Now, our conservation team has recently discovered that elephants will actually avoid bees. And this is because elephants have very sensitive hides. So farmers in Africa are using this to their advantage. They are planting beehive fences around their crops to protect their crops. This in turn protects the elephants, and the farmers can harvest honey the bees make. So see if we can get it.
Will let me be a beekeeper?
I will. I was just going to say that. But I I've said that so many times.
That's why I said it.
Because
I want to be a beekeeper. It helps the environment.
Now, if you ever see an elephant flapping its ears, it's just their way of keeping their bodies cool. Elephants also
That's not
throw
true,
dirt
because they
and
wanna
mud
fly.
on their backs. That's a natural sunblock. I see an elephant back there, so we're going to go around. We are now approaching a flamboyance of flamingos. These here are called greater flamingo. They are the lightest pink of all the flamingos. And they get their pink color from eating brine shrimp, which contains beta-carotene. And that's what turns their feathers pink. Now these flamingos don't actually turn pink until about a year and a half after birth.
Wow, elephants, huh? It is.
Sadly, an elephant's biggest threats are poachers. They are hunted for their ivory tusks, which are very valuable in the black market, although they're not proven to have any medical value.
Rhinos, here comes the rhinos.
This big pile of mud on your left is called a mud wallow. The same way elephants throw dirt and mud on their backs as a natural sunblock, many other kinds of animals, like like to either roll around in the mud or just put it on their backs. It keeps their bodies cool and their hides safe from the hot sun. Now keep your eyes open here. The warden informed us earlier there's an increase in cheetah activity. So keep your eye out. If you see a cheetah, yell cheetah.
Look.
Oh, I see some.
Oh yeah, line down. Stay down. Look, they're lying down.
Cheetahs can run 16 miles per hour, making them the fastest land animals. They also have great eyesight, making them excellent hunters. They're also the only known big cat daytime hunters. Many other big cats hunt at night. We're now approaching a kopie, which means little head. We'll see if we can find any animals around here.
No, it's wrong stuff. They're not out there. He is. Right on the rock up there, laying down.
There's definitely a line there.
Oh, there's a line sleeping on the road.
Lions are inactive 18 to 20 hours of the day.
One eye is open and lions up there.
There's females up there too. See them? The whole.
Here's the rain.
Yeah, those animals on the right are called bonjabuk. Now, like cheetahs are daytime hunters, lions are actually nighttime hunters. And female lions do all of the hunting. Male lions stay back home and protect the pride. You like the lion?
Yeah.
I see a
At least you
warthog.
see them. Anytime you see them, I think it's a good thing because they're not.
Over here on your left.
Sometimes you go through and you don't see them. I was a young warthog.
Now, warthogs are the largest burrowing animals. They back up in their burrows with their tusks exposed as a sign of protection. And these animals here on the right, these pretty curly horns, those are called addax. Addax can go their entire lives without drinking any water.
They look like fish.
They also get darker when it gets colder. And the other animals in the back there with a white bottom and a white stripe down its nose, those are called bonjabuk. And bonjabuk are relatives of the wildebeest. Sadly, bonjabuk are almost extinct. So reserves like ours are the only place you can actually see those animals.
Thank you.
Now these animals here on the left, there are two of them. Those are scimitar horned oryx, referring to the scimitar sword. Their horns are pretty thin and long and curved backwards. Because they're so thin, they're actually very fragile and can break pretty easily. Now these scimitar horned oryx can go months without drinking any water. They get most of the water they need from the vegetation that they an end. But don't worry, you can always get back and see us. Remember that no two safaris are ever the same. Every safari is different. Now, if you're looking to check out some more animals, I would stop by the Pangani Forest Trail on your way out. It's about a 15-minute walking trail where you can go at your own pace. Some cool animals there, such as gorillas, meerkats, maybe some more monkeys, and possibly some zebras. Now this is going to be your stop, folks. Now here at Harambe, we don't always say goodbye. Goodbyes are much too sad. So instead we say Kwaherini, which means to go well. So Kwaherini, everybody. Asante Sana, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.